Hi YouTube, this is Tara and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so on yesterday, I tried to do the Oden's eye video, okay? And it just would not come out right. I couldn't find the proper setting or the proper lighting, which is always a problem with me with doing videos. So I'm looking down because I have my phone on like a little gadget type thing, and this is how I'm going to film. I'm in the gym today, and it's a funny thing how I think I had explained this before, where there is actually, a light right above me. There's a light fixture right above me, but you know, I still don't get as much light as I feel like it should be giving. So before somebody comes in, let me just go ahead and start the video. I would start over by the sink, but I'll have to stand up and I don't feel like standing up. Okay, so this is Oden's Eye in the limited edition Hummingbird, Fancy Face Tina, and the Red Dragon Judy. I got this one because it has a lot of browns and neutral color tones with pops of color that you can use, transition colors. You can smoke out with this one versus the other young lady, I forgot her name. Hers was more colorful like Tina, but some of the colors that was in her palette was something similar to Tina's palette. And so I definitely want to get Tina's. And I'm not a fan of reds, but mostly these are brownish red colors in here that I can use. So yesterday I recorded the whole video, and when I got to Tina's palette, taking out the sleeve, and the sleeve and the palette is the same. Okay, and you open it. It has a mirror and it has the shades. It has a protective covering as well. This one came off and I stuck it back in the bag, but I still have a way to locate it. So I held it. It just fell out. But these colors are nice. These are like the colors in the crayon box, you know, almost. See, very pretty. And this is the dragon. Okay. And this has, like I said, it has your brown, your neutral shades in here, okay, with some beautiful shimmer type shades, and look, green and coral, and these shades are really kind of neutral looking with a pop of color. Okay, so we're going to start with Tina's. As I said, I went through the whole swatch with this palette yesterday on a recording, and then when I got to these three on the top row and swatched those, I put the camera on pause for a reason, to kind of just restructure things, to move things around, to try to find some better light. And I thought I had unpaused the video, but I didn't. Then I continued on with the video, and then when I got ready to get up and go back to work because I was on my lunch break, guess what? I ended up unpausing the video and did not know that the video was still on pause. And I was like, really? So let's go ahead and start with Tina's. You got Feathers, Red Hill, and Star Apple. This beautiful green, Feathers, Red Hill, and Star Apple. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch those with clean fingers. And they feel nice. They feel nice. Really do. Now, this green Feathers, it kind of feels wet a little bit. And it's a shimmer. So let's go ahead and swatch that. Okay. So you have your green, you have your reddish brown, almost like a terracotta, and then you have like this deep, muted type purple. Okay, and you can see the shimmer in it. It doesn't have a shift. It's not a chrome. It's not a chrome shadow at all. Okay. Let me see. Let me clean my fingers off. And so what I'm going to do to save time, when I get ready to clean my fingers off, I'm just going to put the camera on pause and go ahead and start wiping my fingers off to save time. Okay. It left a little residue, but not much. So let's go ahead with the next three. We have Swallowtails, which is this nice orangey color. We have Tropical, which is this nice turquoise. And we have Lagoon, which is this beautiful navy. Lagoon, Tropical, which is a turquoise, and Swallow's Tail, which is a nice, pretty orange. Okay, it's an orangey gold. So let's swatch these. And Swallowtail has a little fallout. It's kind of wet. It's textured, a little chunky. Tropical is a little wet, a little textured, but not as chunky as Swallowtail and not as much fallout. Lagoon is your nice blue matte. So I'm going to go ahead with Swallowtail, which is this nice orangey but chalky textured, and then go into Tropic, which is a beautiful blue, then go into Lagoon, which is a nice royal type blue. Okay, and they are very pretty, and these are shimmers. I don't know if it's coming through on camera. It doesn't have a shift, but it is a nice shimmer. Okay, let me clean up. Okay, so next we have hibiscus, this nice corally pink, orangey pink, and beach sand, which is a nice sand shimmer, and hummingbird, okay, which is a nice purplish blue. Okay, it's more purple than blue. So since this finger is still stained with the lagoon, I'm just gonna go into the purple, which is wet, it's textured, it's fallout, and then I'm gonna use this finger to go in with sand, and sand is not as wet. Sand is not as wet at all. Some fall out, but it's not textured. And then hibiscus. It's this nice corally pinkish orange. Okay, so we're gonna do hibiscus, which is a really, really, really bright pink, more pink than red or orange. Then we got sand, which is a beautiful gold texture. And then we have hummingbird, which is just beautiful purple. So you got your hibiscus, you got your sand, and this purple is hummingbird. Let me see what time it is. Ooh, it's time for me to go. One more. Woo. Okay, so now we got this nice pink, which is like a duochrome, which is fancy. And then we have another blue called Blue Fields. And then we have another light blue, which is called Clear Blue. And you really can't probably tell it in the palette. So I won't be able to swatch the dragon. That will be a different video. Okay. But I'll go ahead and finish with hummingbird. And you all tell me what you think. Okay, so let's see. Fancy, since I already have like this little corally pink, and it feels good. Fancy feels good, y'all. It's nice and creamy. Just like the other ones, they're creamy, but they are mostly textured. And this is a chrome. And then Blue Fields is kind of textured as well. A little wet, but not too wet. And then Clear Blue is your soft powder baby blue, and you can't see because it had a bird on it. Okay, and plus I've swatched it, and I love a baby blue in a palette. Okay, so let's swatch these. Clear Blue, which I know on my complexion is not going to, oh, that is beautiful. Yeah, Clear Blue, Blue Fields, and Fancy. Look at that. So this is the palette. Okay, and these are the swatches. And these are swatches. And you can really see that chrome, that shift, and that last one from pink. Okay. So, thanks for watching. Bye.